Sometimes people have OCD. They just can't do things. You might make wudu 50 times from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock and you're just repeating, you're washing and doing. You know what you need to know? The fact that you tried already invokes the mercy of Allah. And He's already accepted you, your wudu and your salah. That's it. You do your best and move on. Because you're a human. Sometimes people ask me, I went to the loo. And I tried to wash and wash and wash. I said, you don't need to repeat that word thrice. Just say, I tried to wash. That's all. It's like when we were young, we used to say, hey, that ride was long. I say, the number of O's you added there make the journey even further. You just needed to say it was long, and that's it. People know it was long, that's it. But we have a habit, I wash and wash and wash and wash. That means I washed a lot. So, it is a matter that affects a lot of people, to be honest with you. What you need to know is, Allah Almighty does not benefit from your wudu. Rather, you benefit from your wudu to the degree that sometimes you haven't even cleansed with water at all. And Allah allows you to use sand or a stone or tayammum, which is dust. Dust that we consider dirty is technically or properly clean in order to cleanse you. And you're actually putting dust and you're clean because there was no water. That shows you that Allah didn't actually need that. Allah just wants you to follow instructions to the best of your ability and believe that He's going to accept it from me as a human, even though I might have made a little bit of a blunder here and there. It's okay. Did you try your best? Yes, move on. Don't look back. That's why when you finish your salah and you're walking out, then you start doubting. What did I do? Hey, it's too late. You walked out and you're gone. Rabbana taqabbal minna. May Allah accept it from us. You already invoked the mercy of Allah. The fact that you got up for salah and you fulfilled the salah, even with a few blunders here and there. I'm talking of minor things, inshallah, but it's accepted. It's accepted by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, we enter Jannah through the mercy of Allah, and we get the mercy of Allah through fulfilling our acts of worship. May Allah grant us that mercy. So when Allah has allowed you to worship Him in a beautiful way, wallahi, He gives you the understanding of what the meaning of the best of this world is. There's no point in saying, Allah, give me the best of this world, and you don't know what's the best of this world. You're aiming somewhere else. And as for the hereafter, my brothers, my sisters, we are believers. We are holders and bearers of the Shahada La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. That statement has such a value in the eyes of Allah that He tells us through the blessed lips of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam that if that statement is to be put on one side of the scale and on the other side of the scale 99 files filled with sin, each file as big as from the east to the west, still that shahada is heavier than all those 99 files. Have hope in the mercy of Allah. That doesn't mean you must do that which is wrong and say, I heard Allah's merciful. Don't worry, we'll just drink tonight and it's okay. No, not at all. I hope it's water. Yes. I told one brother, I said, my man, you getting married? He says, yes. I said, Allah bless you. I have one piece of advice. I said, make sure everything is pleasing to Allah that's going to happen today. He said, but it's hard. I said, why? He said, the women want to wear a short cut and this, that, and showing the cleavage and showing this and that and everything tight. I said, you don't need to be interested in the women. But you can let them know that, look, there's a dress code. Wallahi, when you go to a nightclub sometimes, they tell you dress code. Am I right or wrong? Not like I've been, but I've seen the adverts. I've seen the advert. They say dress code, strictly this and strictly that. You go to some restaurants to eat and they tell you strictly bow tie and whatever. Am I right or wrong? Can't you say strictly this? It's my wedding. Come on, it's a day of celebration of half of my faith.